So hi there and welcome to the update on week 4, the 12th to the 18th of April. And the main focus this week was on strawberries, which are here behind me in these beds. I planted over 200 strawberries. I also checked the bees and put foundation in the hives. And the other thing I did was I planted tomatoes in the polytunnel. Okay, so let's start with the strawberries. So yeah, 200 strawberries arrived in a box in the post, and these are a variety called Charlotte, and they're supposed to be sweeter maybe than other varieties, and interestingly they're described as Frigo A. So my understanding is that these come from a fridge, and that's why they're called Frigo. So they're stored in a fridge. When they arrive, you have basically, they have no roots, or they have lots of roots. They have no leaves. The leaves have been removed, but there is a growing bud, they call it a crown. So you have the crown and the roots with no leaves. So it looks kind of very different to the ones you're going to buy in the garden centre, but they're a lot cheaper. So that's the good thing. So I now have 3 beds of strawberries, and I suppose looking back, just a short time ago, this place was a bush. 3 weeks ago, it was a bush. But now I have 3 beds of strawberries, so that's great progress. I have now planted 12 tomatoes in the polytunnel. So again, that polytunnel was just kind of a bush or full of briars a couple of weeks ago. And I bought these tomatoes from a garden centre rather than from my own, which I planted from seed, because mine are at the 2-leaf stage, so it'll take another while before they're able to be planted out. So mine are a couple of weeks behind, so I didn't want to lose time, so I bought some plants. And I suppose one of the things was to plant them in the grow bags and also to string them up and get that set up so that they have a support as they grow. So I set that up this week. In terms of bees, I assembled the frames and put the foundation in the beehives, and I got a nice day when the bees were flying well. So once you see them flying well above 15 degrees centigrade, you can open the hive. You're not going to chill the brood, so that was fine. And then I gave them all that foundation, removed some of the damaged combs. Some had been eaten by rodents, and this is a problem. Mice get into the hives if you don't put a guard in the autumn, and that's a little mesh covering the entrance, so the mice can get in and then disturb the bees and eat the combs. So that's an important job to do in the autumn, but I didn't do it, but I should have done it. And you can see what happens when you don't do it. So one of the hives is stronger than the other, so I put a super. That's a box for collecting honey. And that's because this time of the year there's a crop called oilseed rape or canola, and it's beautiful yellow flowers, and that produces honey. So there's a potential to get an early crop of honey from that. One of the hives is a worry hive. It's a top bar hive. I don't really do much with that. So it's mostly national beehives. But if you want to find out more, check out my courses on bees. So on the hens, I started renovating the house. I have an existing house, so I hope to continue progress on that this coming week and possibly get the hens if I can progress it far enough, or at least have arranged or have decided where to get them. Just other quick updates then. My rhubarb is doing well. It's been overrun by briars and bushes, so I am rehabilitating it. I put farmyard manure on it, and it's amazing how quick it grows. You can almost see it grow from day to day, which is amazing. My kales are here behind me. They're starting to get a little bit weedy, so I need to do some weeding this week. The potatoes I planted, secondarilies are starting to emerge, but I need to weed them and to earth them up this week. So just reflections then. So I have no views on my YouTube channel at this stage, and that's fine because I haven't really shared the link. I'm trying to build up a kind of a stock of videos before I do that. I'm learning, I suppose, the format. I'm seeing what works, how to capture what I'm doing, how to make this video, in an easy way that it's not going to be a huge burden. Um, there are also other benefits I'm discovering, even if I have no views, and that is this video forces me to reflect each week and plan the following week. So that's actually a process called Plan, Act, Reflect, which is really powerful. So this is, it's a very powerful process, and I have articles on my website, Life's Laboratory, about it. So if you want to check that out, you can check out about the Plan, Act, Reflect cycle. The video is also helping me to document what I'm doing each week. So it's like a video library of progress. It also holds me accountable and makes me act. So I'm thinking, okay, I said I'm going to do this, and I have to make a video about it. I better get it done. So that's good. The accountability is good. So next week then, I'm going to put a big focus on progressing the hen project. I really want to get the hen started and get some eggs. As I mentioned, I also need to weed the veg and the potatoes, so it's starting to look a little bit weedy. And of course, in the glasshouse, now I have plants coming up and they need to be transplanted. I have planted a lot of kales. They're starting to become overcrowded. They need to be transplanted. So there's loads to do at this time of the year. This is the springtime, and this is the really kind of key season, getting everything going. I suppose once you get everything planted, then it's a matter of maintaining it and looking after it. But the springtime is a key time. And I should mention about the weather as well. We've had very changeable weather during the week, so lots of kind of wind, rain, showers, kind of dropping temperatures as well. But right now at the weekend, it's currently now Sunday morning. There's a high pressure over Ireland, so beautiful sunshine. We're really enjoying that. And the high pressure is to stick around as well tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that, and I might do a little bit of a barbecue today just to enjoy the nice sun and take advantage of it. All right, this is the Garden Laboratory Project. I'll see you next week for another update. Thank you very much.